So what we want to do is we're going to go to MiRegistry, and you'll use the link right here. I will show you exactly what to do step by step to create and activate your account. You will need to create and activate your account before next week, Monday. Okay, this is important. So you can participate and complete the online learning modules for both credit as well as work towards earning professional credentials that will lead to employment opportunities in the education field, particularly in early childhood education. These hours you clock through completion are recognized by the state and will follow you for the rest of your life. I strongly advise that you use a personal email account and not your school email account, because it would be a shame if you suddenly lost all your progress after you graduate from high school when you no longer have access to your school email account. Okay? Yeah, you can change the email on record. So yeah, you can change the email on record. That's not a terribly big problem. But the reality is that it's just easier if you just start with a personal email account versus your school account, because once again, that school email account is going to disappear once you graduate high school. And like I said, all that work, all those clockable hours, those courses you've completed on MiRegistry, all that would vanish, and that's just simply no good. So when you have completed creating and activating your account, I simply want you to take a screen capture and submit evidence of your completion to this assignment link in the week 27 lesson folder in order to receive credit. Very straightforward stuff. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing this screen and I'm going to share the MiRegistry screen. So make sure you click that link either there or up top. Either way works. Are there any questions for me before I make the switch? If there are, feel free to raise your hand, come up off the microphone and ask, or simply post in the meeting chat or send me a chat. That all works too. Okay? All right. So if you click that link, it'll take you to a screen that looks just like this. So you're going to create your Insight account for the Michigan Registry, and this is very straightforward stuff. You know, first name, middle name, last name, email address. It's all going to go right in there. So you can see I just pre-filled mine. I've already created my account, and I'm using my work email because that's what makes sense. But for the purposes of just breaking this down and explaining to us, I'm just going to go ahead and create this account right here by doing all of this. So what you'll do is once you hit create account, you're going to get an email. Okay. You can see that, bam, email verification sent. So all you have to do now is go to your email address that you have sent your verification email to, and then they're basically going to have you follow up on that. So once you open up that email address, you're going to see the link. See, I'm going to be checking my email very quickly on my phone here. And I see that I've received that email. And then you simply, once you go into your email that you're using, your personal email, once again, you're going to click Verify Email. And then you'll be prompted with a new screen once you've done so. So I'm going to show us what that actually looks like. So when you go into your email address, you verify the email by clicking the button, and then you'll get a new screen that will look like this. We'll say create password. All right, and just got to follow the instructions here for creating the password. All right, minimum of 7 characters, at least 3 of the following: uppercase letter, lowercase letter, number, symbol. You just have to walk through, you know, these ideas. So you might, choose a password. Don't use this password, of course. I'm just giving you an example. So it's just like password with the capital P, like 1, 2, 3, and use a symbol, exclamation mark, something of that nature, right? And then just sort of re-enter that bad lad, and then you'll be good to go. And from there, you'll get another field. You can change your password to whatever you want, right? So I mean, it can be anything. As long as it's 7 characters, as an uppercase letter, lowercase letter, a number, or a symbol. Okay? All right, so you create your password, and then bam, you have your email address, you have your password. Now's the time to log in with your new password. All right, and then once you have logged in using your new password, you're going to see a new field, okay? You just simply follow along as prompted to sort of flesh out the beginning of your individual profile setup. Now, what's going to wind up happening is that once you get done with the initial profile setup, you're basically good to go. You're good to start searching for and taking classes. Now, I'm going to show us what those classes look like and how to submit verification of completion for those classes next week on Monday. But I just want you to follow along. So yeah, you're going to have to get the last 5 digits of your social security number. So if you don't know what your social security number is, you're going to have to ask your folks. All right. This is important. That's a required field. You need that number. And that'll help you to set up your account. Okay. And pretty much after you work your way, just, it's very straightforward. You put in the fields of information, you work your way through, and yeah, you might get prompted to, keep on building and putting in more information. You don't have to. Once you get your initial profile setup done, your individual profile setup, you should be squared away. You can start selecting and taking classes. So I'm actually going to stop sharing this screen. And I'm going to go back over here because I want to share my screen for what it will look like when you're ultimately done. And it will take a little bit of time, there's no doubt, to get things squared away. So all right. So once you're in, and you'll be able to see this, I'm going to share my screen here in just a second. Once you've logged in, you set up your individual profile, you can start looking for and searching for training. All right. So for us, there's a few things that we'll be looking into, and of course, I'm never going to assign us modules that cost money. That just won't be a thing. We're always going to look for free events, for free modules that align with our training. So what we're trying to look for predominantly, and this will pretty much always be the case, as you can see from the CDA content area. See all that? So I had selected this, our CDA content area. So we have all these things: planning a safe, healthy learning environment, advancing children's physical and intellectual development, supporting children's social and emotional development, building productive relationships with families, managing an effective program, maintaining a commitment to professionalism, observing and recording children's behavior, understanding principles of child development and learning. These are all modules that we can search for and find. So like I said, I will be looking for, as I set the parameters, web-based, self-paced. That's a pretty big one for us, obviously. And of course, max training fee. Well, we're going to go ahead and just put in $0 right there, and then we search it up, and we just kind of look. We just kind of take a look around to see what makes sense that I can align with the curriculum and assign to you that meets CDA requirements, which all of these do. And voila, you have it. What did my child learn today? Complete preschool CDA training. Right there, 120 hours. This, although it does say, fee may be associated when registering. I'm also kind of working a little bit with Candace Vinson to see if we can't, come to some agreement and knock off the prices for us, so we can just get ahead or we might see about allocating funds as well from our budget, so we can just enroll in these courses here. But there you have it. It tells you how many clock hours it counts towards, what it does. And you can see, yeah, just all the complete preschool CDA training modules that exist and are out there. Different trainers, of course, but they're all recognized by the state, and that leads you to employability. But we're gonna build towards our CDAs as well as our YDAs for the youth development articulations and certifications. And that just all leads to employment opportunities in the education field by the time we leave high school. And there you have it, folks. It's pretty much done. Once you make your profile, you can register for the classes, for the modules. And I will show you exactly which ones we're going to be doing on Monday. So we're just trying to, and it takes some time to fill out your profile, of course, to get the initial setup done. So we're going to dedicate our sessions here before Monday to doing the setup. We just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Okay? Any questions for me? Just wanted to show you kind of a quick breakdown. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. But right here you can see, right, the CDA content areas that this addresses, the core competency areas. There's a pre and a post test to assess your learning. And in this course, you will learn how to break down play-based activities into academic components. We will explore the early childhood standards of quality of Michigan and kindergarten readiness skills expected by local school districts. You will be able to answer the common parent question, what did my child learn today? Very common. So this is what we're talking about. All right. So there you have it.